Hey guys, new patch is out, patch 75, came out yesterday for me. Let's check it out. Bug fixes. Fix an issue where the next attack would fail to hit the target if the weapon arm hit an obstruction on the initial swing. Got no clue what that means. Fix an issue where the Cleric's Judgment could be cast slightly further than intended. Okay, that's an important one. Usually, like, after they said in like a patch that they would have fixed Judgment, sometimes when they connect Judgment on you, it lasted like it would proc when you were like 1 or 2, maybe 3 meters out of the range already. So that was fucking busted, honestly. Since you get like a huge slowdown afterwards and a huge damage, huge damage too, it was like super unfair. But obviously it was a bug, so nice that they fixed that. Fixed missing explanation for the 25% cooldown reduction penalty in the Sorcerer's spell sculpting. This cooldown penalty applies only to spells with an AoE component, for example, Lightning Sphere. Alright, just a missing explanation, who cares? Fixed an issue where the Sorcerer's Flamethrower Spear could appear to pierce through the terrain when fired. Alright, fixed an issue where the Sorcerer's Lightning Storm's lightning could be output lower than the cloud location. Fixed an issue where Sorcerer's Levitation and Lightning Dash could be used to go to unintended places. Good that they fixed that. Fixed an issue would have been... these things, by the way, were kind of really fucking broken on crypts. Ruins, sorry. Fix an issue where the cooldown time for sorcerer spell was not applied in the spell radial UI. Alright. Fix an issue where the cooldown indicator could remain even after unequipping a sorcerer spell. Fix an issue where the spell memory may not appear to have been exceeded in the UI when exceeded. Alright. Fix an issue where the game could become unresponsive after turning to the lobby upon dying in the dungeon. What? Fix an issue where remaining party members were taken to the lobby when attempting to go down after one party member left the game. Alright. Never had that happen. Fix an issue where the spectator timer in high roller mode wasn't displaying correctly. Okay. I mean, alright. I mean, yeah, it just disappeared at times, but okay. Fix an issue where some dungeon modules could spawn without entrances, resulting in all walls being blocked. That's an important one. Yeah, happened. I've seen it happen on Reddit a lot of times. Didn't happen to me though, because I don't play much crypts because it's bad for my playstyle. As a bad druid, crypts is kind of meh for me. Fix several issues where players could immediately enter combat state upon spawning. What is combat state? What's just fighting? What? What is combat state? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Fix an issue where the door would not be hit when struck with some weapons while in close contact with the door. Okay, that's an important one for Barbarian's Crush. Sometimes your weapons would just go through the door. Fix an issue where arrows could remain in the air in the center of the goblin map for a long time. That's kind of annoying because they also made like a shooting sound whenever that happened. So you would hear like an arrow being shot and then it was just like a really fat 2-meter long arrow in the air. Kind of annoying. Fix multiple issues with the crypt map and minimap. Okay. Fix an issue with certain objects in the crypt treasure room module were placed overlapping each other. I haven't seen that, I guess. I don't really boss on crypt. Fix an issue where a lever in certain location within the crypt maze module could appear to overlap a wall. Fix an issue where the dungeon entry sound could not be heard after the loading screen. Fix an issue where destroying objects in specific spots would trigger muffled sound effects. That was annoying. Fixed an issue where the sound could be heard low in certain spots. Fixed an issue where hitting a player would make it appear as if the player was not hit. Okay, so I mean, I guess that was a big problem, but I mean, you can't really notice it, right? If it wasn't displayed, you can't notice it, right? I don't know. Fixed an issue where the Frost Sentinel could be knocked back. What is the Frost Sentinel? I don't know. Fixed an issue where the giant worm would momentarily disappear. Oh, right, the Frost Sentinel. Isn't that the thing on the wall? Alright, it would just slide across the wall. Kind of weird. Fixed an issue where the giant worm would momentarily disappear. Fixed an issue where monsters following the player would not return to the original location when the player escaped or moved to a lower floor. Alright, that's especially in trios. I feel like when the first person goes in, there's like a few PvE things behind them, and just the other teammates are kind of struggling to get in. Even if they're white, they just kind of stand there sometimes and just stuck. Fixed an issue where Goblin Courier might not work when moving floors. That's fucking important. It's so annoying dying to, like, I don't know, a third party or something like that, and you just don't get your shit back because you died in, like, bro, what is it called? Like, hell? I forgot the name. Inferno, right? Inferno. When you died in Inferno, just do some unlucky shit and then you just don't get your shit back. Really annoying. Fixed an issue where items could not be sold without any error message. Okay. Fixed an issue where attempting to report abusive chat in trading post could fail to overly long text not being scrollable. Fixed an issue where enchanted items could not be listed in the trading post. Fixed an issue... Enchanted items? That's what they're called. Fixed an issue where friend item recovery items could be displayed as ally. Fixed an issue that could cause intermittent stuttering during play. That's important. Sometimes the frames just drop by like 40 or 50 for me for no reason. Really shitty. Fixed an issue where unique equipment could be brought into the arena due to a matchmaking error. I mean, I don't really play arena. Didn't they change it so you now lose your gear again unless it's minted? Because I think they did that, right? Because then I'm just not playing arena anymore. Arena was really great for testing out new builds, but if you just lose your gear, it's just kind of like I just go into like anything else. It was really the only motivation I was having when playing arena, just testing out new builds. Okay, class balance, Barbarian. It's actually really cool that they did this. It's way more sorted like that. Barbarian's robust max health bonus changed from 15 to 10%, so they're squishier, less health. I like that. I think just in general their base stats are just fucking insane, honestly. Like, it's just their base stats are just fucking insane, honestly. Barbarian's Iron Wool magic resist increase changed from 100 to 75. That's what I said in the patch. I think they actually way overdid it and just buffed it too much, because they said they would adjust it so that it fits the new magic reduction curve. But like 100, like it just seemed so much that like I just couldn't believe it. And I think they also noticed that that was pretty much just an unneeded buff to the Barbarian's Will, so I think this will be way better. So the squishier overall, I like that, because I don't main them, so always nice when other classes other than mine get nerfed. But Song of Shadow duration changed from... got reduced. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't think it was that problematic. I mean, sure, when it happens, it's annoying, but I don't think I've heard a single time since like the last 2 seasons a single Song of Shadow being played. So, yeah. Cleric. Cleric's lesser heal spell quantity changed from 4 to 3. Alright. Less healing. Sanctuary spell quantity changed from 2 to 1. Okay, so only 1 full reset for the entire team. Still annoying, but at least this you then have the feeling that at least, you know, they don't have it anymore. Cleric's Locust Swarm attribute bonus rate changed from 15 to 75, and spell quantity changed from 2 to 1. What? Is it that strong? I don't know. Haven't noticed anything. Overall W, that less healing, I like that. Druid, okay, that's my main class. Druid's panda form now has 40% physical damage reduction penalty. That's fucking huge, not gonna lie. Honestly, on Druid, it's like, I'm on like a big search since like a season now, where I constantly try like different builds out, in order to like find a build that's not like really hard counterable, you know? Like I wanna have a build that's like pretty decent, against pretty much any class, you know? Like, I don't want to get hard countered by a specific thing, and just be like, yeah, I just can't fight it, I need to, you know, go. And yeah, so I'm on a search for that, but I haven't actually gone to like fully testing out Druid's Panther, you know, builds. But yeah, that is basically over now, because now that I take more fizz damage, I mean, it's pretty much impossible to make him viable against any class. You just straight up lose against classes. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, your fucking Dreamfire doesn't do shit anyway, so you have to just stat check people, and you know, Druid's Panther form just loses against classes. No, probably even 1 or 2 more classes than it already did. So yeah, it's probably better in the hands if you just stack like full damage, full DPS now, and then go for the people that you hard counter. Then you just 2-tap them or 3-tap them, and they're dead. But then any other class, you just have to run away. It's a pretty boring playstyle, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna test out Panther anymore. Like, what is the point? From the changes right now, it's just like, it's not gonna work even decently against any class, or half decently. Like, it's just kind of ass against certain classes, so I don't like that. I don't like being absolutely fucking hard countered by something. Sorcerer's Elemental Bolt, Ice Spear, and Flame Frost Spears now have slightly increased projectile sizes. Okay, I still don't see that many of them, not gonna lie. Oh, actually, kind of, but like, they're kind of bad, most of the sorcerers. Or most go melee, actually. Melee sorcerer is actually really popular, surprisingly. But I mean, it's pretty strong. Okay, Warlock's Curse of Weakness duration changed from 10 to 13, to 12 to 15. And now additionally reduces physical damage reduction and magical damage reduction by 15. So kind of like a Shriek of Weakness. But better? Maybe? I mean, it's not a flat reduction, right? It would be absolutely broken if this was a flat 15 reduction, but it's probably not flat, right? So I would say it's pretty much a better Shriek of Weakness, right? For a single target. If we talk about single target, I mean, attribute ratio changed like minus 25%, all attributes, and then the 15% reduction. I'd argue that that would be a better Shriek of Weakness in most scenarios. Obviously, against like entire teams, it's probably not as good because you don't have the area effect from Shriek. But still, it's fucking amazing. Wizard. Wizard's arcane feedback, arcane magic damage bonus, and spellcasting speed bonus change from 2 to 3. I think they can stack up to 5 times, so each time you deal damage with an arcane spell, you get like 1 stack. So 1 stack, 2% magic damage bonus spellcasting speed, up to a max of, before it was 10, now it's 15. Still not worth it, not gonna lie. I wouldn't take it. It's very gimmicky. Might be a bit fun for PvE, but for anything else, meh. Wizard's Melt physical damage reduction penalty changed from 10 to 20%. Okay, so Bonk Wizard buff. I think Melt is like a flat minus 10%. So I think so. Like if it's a flat minus 20%, it's fucking insane, honestly. If it's not a flat, then it's meh. But if it's a flat, like it's just fucking insane. I don't think Bonk Wizard needed any buffs, not gonna lie. I think we could all agree that before the patch, before this buff now, Bonk Wizard was already pretty fucking strong. So I don't really see the point in buffing that. The usage limit of all blue escape stairs has been changed to 1 per stair. Alright, that's gonna be pretty annoying when you're playing into team. But at least, when you chase other teams, they can instantly leave wherever they want. The time required to turn the lever to fully open the drawbridge in ruins has been reduced. Okay, no one uses it, to be honest, but when I tested it out, it was like really long, it was annoying. Some pedestrian reports have been removed from Inferno. Okay, I mean, since the one in the middle is like the one mostly used, it doesn't really matter when you kill the boss. High roller parties can no longer be formed with duplicate classes. Wow. Doesn't apply to random matchmaking again, just like in Arena, right? Actually interesting change. I don't know if that's actually... I mean, it's interesting, not gonna lie. It really adds this, like, team feeling back. Because we face a lot of, like, I face a lot of triple barbarian, other comps which are just, duplicate classes. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not gonna have to worry about, switching character though. Because I'm a druid main, like, who else plays druid, let's be real. But yeah. Interesting change, I like it. We're gonna have to see how it plays out though, because it might be absolute ass. Unique grade items will no longer drop in normal dungeons. Why? Unique grade weapons will no longer drop from the first floor boss. Why? Man, just more good loot is just so much more fun, honestly. Like, even though the economy might, have cheaper good stuff, but, it's way more exciting when you just constantly, like, way more often find good stuff than just every once in a while, because it's just kind of boring. Like, sure you can, like, when you get unique, it's fun, but at the same time, you don't hope, like, you know that the chances for, you getting that is, like, really fucking low. So actually, I like when they put up the chances for better stuff. But yeah, now that it can't drop from the first floor boss, which I don't really understand, I don't get it. So that means no more artifacts for the first floor boss. So I guess that also means, like, does that also mean troll, because it's technically also a first floor boss. I don't really like it, honestly. Don't think that was necessary. Increase the spawn rate of crypt boss modules at the map edges. Okay. I don't boss in crypts because you can just go down to Inferno for free instantly. And then you just get like a really free kill on Ghost King in like 1 minute with the right comp. Maybe even less, honestly, 30 seconds, 40 seconds with the right comp, easy, maybe even faster. So I don't boss in crypts, not gonna lie. Players or parties who did not defeat the boss monsters will now take longer to loot it. That's cool because reds, red teams, 3 rogues just go in, red the boss real quick sometimes. Yeah. Horde interaction count has been slightly lowered for everything. I mean, alright. I would like them to also have higher the chances for better stuff. Because it wasn't really that exciting just doing 5 pulls. Everyone does like 5 pulls, and then all we get is like shitty bangles and stuff. So I would like for them to do the exact thing where they reduce the count that you can pull, but therefore increase the chance of getting better stuff. Would have been more exciting, yeah. Would have been more exciting. Endless portal has been changed to a 3-person escape portal. Okay, so the middle one now only one team can escape. If you're playing trios, that's interesting. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it had to be like that. The endless portal was really like convenient, Like now, just one team can just dip out, and then maybe the other team gets third party. I don't know. I like the endless portal more. Not gonna lie. Maybe they could increase the count to like 6 persons, 6 people. Then it would be, then I would accept it. Yeah, then I would think it's good. The half of all Banshee grades has been reduced by approximately 30%. Bro, who bosses against Banshee? Honestly, just get out. The preseason arena is now open in the arena. Players will lose all items except for found crafted items and utility items, excluding instruments, including arrows upon the field. So I'm not playing arena because the only thing that I did in arena is test out builds, and I loved it. I loved arena every once in a while, just playing it. Just a quickie, just a quick match here and there, test out new builds for like an hour. It was so nice, honestly. But now that you lose your stuff again, I'm not playing anymore arena. I hope they bring it back where you don't gain rank or anything like that, because that's the only thing I use arena for. And just kind of like, just arena was just like really convenient. Sometimes you just want to play a quick match in between without having the risk of losing your gear. This was great for that. Arena was great for that. Now that you lose it again, nah, not my thing anymore. Change Crystal Sword spellcasting animation. Alright. Well, I hope it's faster, because it was fucking slow, so I guess they made it faster, right? The winter holiday cosmetics will end sale on January 8th. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna buy anything because they're just so honestly, like, isn't the importance that you are there during the event, like, shouldn't it be like not expensive, so like a lot of people can just say I was there? Like, it's so expensive, I don't want to buy it, like, because they limit your blue gems that you can, blue like thingies that you can get per season now to like 5, I think. So the lobby skin costs like what, 6 or 8 something, like that's like more than an entire season worth of playing. Like, I think they should put the focus more on the fact that people are there during the event, so that they make it cheaper for like 2 or 3, like make the lobby skin like 3 shards. That would be fine. Like, I don't think the important part should be that you have the amount of shards for it, just that you're there. Like, sure, it's a small thing, but it's kind of annoying because I'm like never buying anything from these events because it's just so incredibly expensive. Like you're basically buying it, but then you can't get anything else for the rest of the season, which is not really good, because if there's like a new skin that releases or anything like that, then you're kind of fucked, because if it's like absolutely bis for your class, you're gonna have a disadvantage probably. And then patch was done. This patch focuses on resolving numerous issues that emerged following the recent major update. Additionally, changes to drop rates and mechanics refined the reward system and heightened the tension of dungeon farming. Okay. Why don't they mention... I don't think they mentioned any of this, right? Changes to drop rates. I don't think they mentioned anything there which increase or decrease in drop rates. The launch of the preseason arena, we've created a more competitive environment for players to enjoy. Please also take note the winter holiday cosmetics items, will end, alright? Yeah, honestly, they should probably, like, first of all, improve a little bit stuff. That it's more like you see stuff better, it's easier to see here. And they should also, like they sometimes just bring stuff in, they sometimes just add stuff that they don't, like, mention anywhere in the update, actually, you know? And it's kind of, I mean, it's cool in one way, but I just want to know what's going on with the game instead of having to rely on, like, Reddit or YouTube to tell me, you know? I mean, that's the point of me reading this stuff, to find out what's new, but then there's, like, sometimes 3 or 4 new things which are not mentioned, but are kind of like huge changes to stuff. And yeah, we have discovered an issue where life after death could be copied due to vulnerability, so we have recalled all inappropriate items and permanently banned the abuser who exploited the vulnerability. This sounds like one person did that. Was it only one? I mean, yeah, everyone knew, like, I mean, if you have played trios with people, like, you pretty much instantly knew, like, everyone, it was, like, going around so quickly, people were just constantly talking about it. Our life after that, death was being duped. It was super cheap. I think it was like 20k yesterday or something. That's fucking insanely cheap. But yeah, that was the patch. Overall thoughts. There's a lot of things that I don't like that they added, honestly. And there's very few things that I actually liked. So I would say it's alright. It's kind of like in the middle, you know. It's just not that crazy. Sure, the fixes are nice. But then these changes here, like, some of them are just kind of ass. Then some others are nice. I don't know. I really don't know. Overall, kind of not very satisfying patch. Let's just say it like that. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one.